Saturday morning cartoons, nothing like waking up and rolling out of bed and jumping right into the most epic qualifier of your lifetime, which is $1 million tournament, 19 seats guaranteed. Can I win one of those golden tickets into the biggest game of the month? Jumping right in, fives, not looking oh so good, losing the minimum. Do pick up this UTG Ace King suited, bringing it in for a nice little standard 550 bet. I'm enjoying the bet size, get some action, and the flop we all were hoping for. 8 Jack Jack. JK. But how do you want to play? How do you want to proceed after this? Are you really going to continuation bet? I don't feel like that is the right move. Let's see what develops. And what I'm picking up is get out of the way. Save your chips, save your tournament life. No need to get involved. What can you really make out of that? Nothing. Preserve your stack. Move forward. A6, eh. Now, the reason why I have this Jack 4 is because you can limp on that small blind for an additional 100, which I opt out of. A lot of people might just put in that extra bet. Now, you hit a Jack high board, and look, this guy's all in. What? I mean, you just lost a bet, 2 bets. Are you calling his all in? Moving forward, we saved money. Save your money. And that's where it's important to say, hey, look at this. I make a move in position with 8-9. I get callers on the small and the big. I hit nothing. I make a continuation bet and they both fold. We just recoup all our losses from the fives and the ace king, and we go back to a solid starting stack. I am looking for those questionable spots. I'm trying to squeeze the nitty gritty juice out of the tournament into a quick poker vlog video. I don't want to sit around and have you watch me play poker. Been there, done that. Everyone's doing that. That's not what I'm looking for. I am looking to just grind that soul out and see those hard spots, those questionables like do's or don'ts, and it really is the difference between making and breaking, that casual call, that casual limp on the small blind, that additional bet that you make that you may not need to, that continuation bet with that ace king, not needed. Save a bet, gain a bet, make a move in position, follow through. It's interesting. You saw me play that 8-9 in position. I make that continuation bet. But you see, with the ace king, I fold it. I dump that jack 4 for one more bet, saving me money. What happens if you do see that? You're gonna bet. He's gonna call. You're gonna bet. He's gonna raise. You're gonna be like, oh my God, where did my chip stack go? Preserve it. This is the most important game of your life. You want to play the best possible play you can ever make. You want that golden ticket. This is a $20 buy-in. You're trying to win a $550 buy-in into the million. What does that mean? That means you got to be the best. That means you got to be the best 20 out of 500. King Jack, early position. What are you going to do this time? What are you going to do every time? I say stay out of it. Am I right? Am I always right? We are trying to pick up on patterns and signals and intuition and say, hey, look, I missed. This guy took it. The pair of tens. Would he have called pre-flop? Would he have called on the flop? Yes. I probably would have lost money. Probably would have played it passively, minimally, and I would have got in trouble and just lost bets. How many bets? Too many. One's too many. Let's just move forward to a better spot. Let's just go ahead at this point and shove it in. Instead of raise and missing the flop and then having to fold and losing a huge percentage. Let's just get it in good against ace 8, looking like a beast. And guess what? BangaRang. Let's go ahead and double up and say, yes, we take what looks like full value because we didn't lose money. We didn't lose even more money. We didn't chip drain on some of those key spots. We preserved our stack. And guess what? It paid off with that double up because now we got full value. And we're looking at a nice solid 8K stack. Once again, do you want to get involved with something like a King 9 suited? Well, you see a raise and a shove. If you knew that was going to happen, would you get involved? No, you just lost chips. Not me, not this time. I saved, I preserved. Now, let's go ahead and shove when it feels right. Even if we get in trouble and get called like we do against this ace 10, we're just going to bang out trips on the flop. Now, you may say this was lucky, but then again, in position with the relative chip stacks, it made sense to make the move and the game agreed. Once again, dodge a bullet with that queen 10 suited. You're up against 9s and 8s. You just saved money. Moving forward, do you want to defend with king 10? I say no. Let him have it. Save that money. Chip stack's looking solid. Up to about 11K. Trying to preserve it. What do you want to do with deuces under the gun? I say preserve it. And guess what? You're up against 2 shoves right behind you. Now, what if you just passively called or doubled it or shoved it in? Well, guess what? You just casually lost your stack or part of it. And if you do that several times, you're going to dwindle it down to nothing and cripple yourself and be left with a stack that's not worthy of continuing on into the tournament. You got to care like this is everything. And to me, this was all I wanted to play that day. I focused on this tournament and nothing but. Yeah, there was a couple other juicy games I wanted to play, but I said no. I just want to focus on this Milli Vanilli. Once again, ace 10 against a double bet. Even a short stack. What do you want to do? That was a questionable one. You find out this guy is on the looser side, you know? But, do I really want a chance? Losing half my stack. And what if someone behind me picks up something stronger? That's the tough part. Maybe not him, but someone behind me. And that happens. You run into a wall behind you. Yeah, you had the guy that bet, but you didn't have the mystery hand behind you. Now you pick up a pair of pocket 8s, and you're against an all-in, 2 all-ins, 3 all-ins. I question it because the blinds are big. You're at 500 and 1,000, and I was like, wow, this is a make or break moment. And guess what? When I saw that he had a pair of 9s, I said, hallelujah. Thank you, my lucky stars and skills. I had the balls to fold this nice pair of pocket 8s. Because trust me, I wanted to play it. But I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I made the right decision. And guess what? I kept my stack instead of getting knocked out right there. I moved forward into the tournament, alive and well. And guess what? Pays off. Because I wanted to stay in the game that bad. What about this ace 8? It's questionable. It definitely could have got played by me, a different version of me. Any of you guys watching this could have been like, hey, let's go ahead and play. And then look at the flop. Hey, you hit an ace. But guess what? Look at this. Action unravels. Dude, I'm up against 2 hands that I bet outflop me, had me pre-flop. And guess what? I saved it. I don't like ace jack. But guess what? I have to grow a pair. And the pair says you got to make a move at this point. So you know what? I toughed through it. I said, I don't like this hand, but I have to play it. And it paid off by taking the blinds, which are huge at this point. I dodge, and here we are once again with apple juice and another turning point, another divider, and I have to say, hey, it's time to make another move. I'm at less than an M of 5, and we all know if I don't make that move, I am just going to get taken out of this tournament, blinded out, and guess what? I run into a wall. But the game says, listen, BangaRang, we say you made the right decision. You're going to bang out that ace on the river if you play the hand right, because you're due. We said you dodge so many bullets, you're going to get rewarded if you make the right move. We thank our lucky poker stars, and we survive besting kings to move forward. Yes, you could say there was a luck factor, but there was also that skill of putting ourselves in that position, lasting to that point, and having the balls to make that move, which was correct. And as you see, we dodge with ace 10, which was very hard because you want to play even against that shove. And we get rewarded with an apple juice suited in position. Once again, look at the blinds. They're 1 in 2,000. We're at 14. There's like 4K in the pot pre-flop. We have no choice but to bang it out and hard. There's no raise folding at this point. There's no missing the flop. There's only battling. And here we go. We get action from Quinn, and apple juice strongly like a beast holds up. And once again, the right decision prevails, and we rise above with a solid stack of 30K. As you can see, glory finally comes our way. Haven't seen this nice of a hand, I think, all tournament. Gonna go ahead and raise it up 1.5 over, and we get no action. But guess what? Don't want to soft play it. Don't want to make the wrong decision. And taking the blinds is still a nice result. Right after that, King 10 suited, early position. What do you want to do? It's questionable. It's tempting, isn't it? How do you feel now? How do you feel now? What if you raise and this guy shoves? How are you going to feel? You're going to feel bad and like you just wasted a lot of your profit. And that is going to build negative momentum. And that is not what we're looking for. We want to keep that positive chi. We want to get those reward feelings by saying, hey, I made the right decision. I had the balls to fold questionable spots, strong spots, tempting spots with those sixes, with those ace, king 10 suiteds. What do you want to do? Well, you know what? We're at the point where we're going to have to tough through this. I don't like pushing with a king 3 in position, but I'll tell you this, it's a nice strong move, and that is hard on that player to decide what to do when I raise it up to 9K. And guess what? He's forced to fold, and we take a nice pot. And we get rewarded by preserving a nice solid stack. And here we are with a nice solid pair of 10s, and we go ahead and take a nice little pot against Kojak. Moving forward. This game is dwindling down to the end, and your boy XX is still alive. The blinds are huge. We're at 2 and 4,000. Look at the pot, total pot, 8,800 every hand. That's what's happening. And we're at 33K. 33K looks pretty solid, but guess what? 8, 16, 24, 32. That's an M of 4. We are in the red zone, aka the dead zone. Another king 10, very questionable. I mean, blinds are so big. You question what to do. Do I play? Do I not? Do I get involved? Here's the reward. Up against ace 10, 5s, jacks. We dodge a bullet, a grenade, a bomb, an X, a no hand. and we survive. We lose nothing on that. And here we are, still in the tournament. A little update. We are talking about the monthly millie, 15 seats guaranteed. We're looking at an additional extended prize pool of 18 tickets. 19 gets some cash money. But we want that golden Charlie in the Chocolate Factory ticket. Jack Queen is good. No, it's not. It's up against Kings. The other guy, the other BangaRang loses with Queen Jack. I survive by not playing that Queen Jack. And I may have gotten lucky by missing the hand, by just maybe missing it. You know, maybe I would have been tempted. Maybe I would have made the right decision. Maybe I would have made the wrong. But fate said, you know what? This time I missed the hand, and it was a blessing in disguise, because temptation might have said, Corey, play that Queen Jack. Blinds are huge. Your stack is small. And I would have got knocked out. Both of us, double Queen Jacks against the Kings, would have been knocked out. Now that was hugely lucky if I accidentally missed that hand and missed complete temptation. BangaRang Queen 9 suited, making a flush over that King high. You know why? Because it was the right decision at the right time. The blinds were 3-6. There's so much money in the pot pre-flop, I did not have time to pay forward. And I decided it is now. Yes, you dodged the Queen Jack. Yes, I play the Queen 9 suited because it made sense. And the game said, you're right, BangaRang. It makes sense. We're going to reward you with that flush hit on the river, which was huge. So huge, I uproar. I start screaming in that dance studio because that was the biggest hand at the end of the tournament. We are talking about down to 3 tables. We are minimizing the tournament, dwindling down to the very end. This is make or break time. Every decision at this point is, do you want that ticket or do you want to be the last one not to get one? And guess what? Here we are. We are like super close to the bubble, and I have top pair turning into 2 pair, and this guy's throwing me in. And I'm like, what are you doing? We are close to the bubble. This guy is all in, and you're going to push me around? I cannot have it. I'm going to have to stand up for what I believe is the best hand. And it is. I am in utter uproar when this goes down. Not only does the dance studio hears me, but the entire gym hears me screaming and wooing and saying, I am alive. I am a beast in this tournament. I have a chance to win the golden ticket. I have a chance to play in the $1 million tournament, win 150 G's, and change my life. Here we go. XxRufioxX BangaRang. This is epic to the point where I finally pick up a beast against this guy, Pocket Kings. And I say, I'm all in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Pocket Kings. He's forced to call me because he's got the chips. He already put it in. And look at this. He's pushing around with Jack 2 because he knows he can get away with it, but not this time. He turns into an open-ended straight draw that misses. I go up to a B stack of 122 G's, looking healthy and alive on the bubble. I am not leaving this tournament without a ticket. This is my time to shine, and glory is upon us as the game becomes ours. It is complete. First place tournament winner, BangaRang to the right.